Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are checking out the new Lightbearer hero, the Commander of the Waves, Jerome. Now, the first thing is the design's wicked. I just finished up watching the Netflix version of One Piece, which, in my opinion, absolutely shits on the anime. The anime was so slow, I couldn't deal with it. I watched like 38 episodes and gave up. Then, and that was like 2 years ago, but I watched the Netflix One Piece. We're a bit off topic, but that is a great live action series. I recommend it to anyone. It's making me go ahead and watch the rest of the One Piece anime now. So the dude just gives me those vibes, okay? That's where I was going with that. But let's check out the guy. Basically, his kit summarized seems like his ult is defensive buffing and everything else is more offensive buffing. And I can see him being a cursed realm unit. I don't see crazy use in campaign because he's got too much ramp up time. But let's get into it. Also, animated avatar, pretty cool. He's got the monkey, which I love. It looks really wicked. Let's get into it. So, ultimate. I really appreciated this character when I first saw him because his ultimate was a really small description. I thought they all were going to be, but don't worry, don't get fooled. I'm still going to stumble in this one because the rest of his skills they just have big descriptions, guys. Don't worry about it. But let's check it out. Jerome uses the power of wind to encourage all allied heroes, dispelling most of their debuffs and healing them for 25% of Jerome's max health, reducing the damage they take by 50% and increasing their tenacity by 25 points for 7 seconds. All defensive type stuff. Level 2, all allied heroes gain tenacity equal to 50% of Jerome's initial tenacity, and then the duration of the damage reduction and tenacity boost is increased to 8 seconds. So defensive ult, honestly, the problem I have is it feels like if you're not giving 100% damage mitigation, it's kind of irrelevant for campaign and stuff like that with the deficits that get pushed, but you know, it definitely could have its uses. We'll wait and see. Moving on to the next one. At the start of battle, Jerome summons his Ape Admiral, which follows the enemy hero with the lowest health and reveals their weakness, increasing damage they take by 20%. Now, this does increase with his furniture or his signature item, whichever one it is, increasing the damage they take by 20%. When the followed target begins to cast their ultimate, the Ape Admiral will jump up and down while shouting, alerting allies and reducing the target's attack rating by 30% for 4 seconds. Basically, you get mitigated ultimate damage from your enemy that is the target using the ultimate. If the followed target is defeated, the Ape Admiral will again select the enemy hero with the lowest health and begin to follow them. It'd be really cool if this also, if when the ape followed it, he's like, come over here, attack this guy, and we actually focused attacks on that enemy as well. That would be really helpful to like just sort of snowball a team, but unfortunately it doesn't have that effect. What do we get? The attack rating is the attack rating reduction is increased 35-40%. The duration of the attack rating reduction is increased to 5 seconds. Next one. This is like the big offensive buffing one. We get the extra damage on that target with this one, and then this one gives us a bunch of buffs. Basically, it's the start of battle. He's going to conduct the performance evaluation of all allied heroes, starting with grade B for every 25 strikes. So basically, you start at B and you work your way up. Every time an allied hero does 25 strikes, they go up a grade and they gain an extra buff. Sorry, I'm just summarizing this because the wording got me a bit confused. So basically, after everyone starts with a defense rating increase of 30%. After they do 25 strikes, and this is each calculated individually as I understand it. So after like one character does 25 strikes, they'll get 20% attack rating and keep the defense rating. Then after another 25 strikes, they'll get the physical pierce points. After another 25 strikes, they'll get the crit rate and crit damage amplification boost. Now, when Lightbearer heroes fight alongside Jerome, the buff values are increased by 30%. So instead of being 10 crit rate, it's 13% crit rate, 13 crit rate. You guys get the gist. Jerome is immune to controls when evaluating other heroes. So I haven't looked at his animations yet to know if every time a character does the 25 hits, whether he stops and evaluates. I don't think so. Otherwise, the dude just wouldn't get out of his bloody pen and pad. Like he would just be pen and pad all day. So I'll have to see, but I'm pretty sure that when they talk about that, it's just at the start of battle when he does it. All right, skill ups. When an allied hero's grade increases, Jerome and the allied hero recover health equal to 15% of Jerome's max health, as well as 100 energy points. So every time you get increased, do 25 hits, you're also getting 100 energy and a heal. This effect triggers even if the max grade has already been reached. So just every 25 hits, boom. Every 25 hits, boom. When performance evaluation is cast at the start of battle, the allied hero with the highest attack rating receives an instant grade increase. So your ally with the highest attack at the start of battle basically goes straight into A grade and gets the attack rating increase at the start. All right, and that was the 30 engraving. So let's jump over here into Storm Punch. Jerome punches the ground forcefully, dealing damage equal to 300% of his attack rating to nearby enemies and knocking them into the air. The punch leaves behind a storm zone for 6 seconds, reducing the haste of enemies by 30 points. It's pretty average. It all comes down to the skill ups. The duration of the storm increased to 8 seconds. When Jerome's inside a storm and takes a single strike of damage exceeding 12% of his max HP, that strike's damage will be reduced to 12% of his max health. A damage reduction of up to 50% of Jerome's max health can be gained this way in a single battle. And then it goes to 4%, 4%, and 300%. Now, what I'm curious is how this scaling is actually calculated. When it says a maximum of 50%, is each 12%, each time it happens, considered as 12%? Or is it like if he got hit for 100% of his max HP? No, let's just say he got hit for 50% of his max HP. It reduces it down to 12. So that would be 38%. And if he gets hit for another 12, that's, for another 24, because then it would mitigate it by the 12 that he's got left. Then he would be done, meaning he can't do it. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. But once again, I'll have to get more clarification on that. But essentially it gets a lot better on the survival when we get the engraving. But if it does work that way, and let's just say every basic attack is doing 100% of his max health, well, he's just pretty much not going to mitigate too much and he's going to die anyway. So we'll have to see if that's any good. I don't know. At high deficit, I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, and he's also got to be in the zone anyway, so it's just a bit finicky in my opinion. Signature item. At the start of battle, Jerome gains 200 energy points. At the start of battle, Jerome gains 600 energy points. For 7 seconds after the Ape Admiral begins following the enemy hero, the effect of the increased damage the followed target takes is raised to 60%. So it's not too bad. A 60% damage increase on that enemy target for the first 7 seconds, and then it just drops down to the 20. When casting, or is it just the first 7 anyway? I can't remember. When casting a Captain of Winds, the allied hero with the highest grade will receive an instant grade increase. So which one was that one? Which one was that one? Okay, so every time he does his ult, the allied with the highest grade will get a grade increase. So when we look at this with the 30 engraving, your ally with the highest attack starts with an extra grade. The dude starts with his signature item, he starts with 600 energy. So he's going to ult pretty quick. So then he's going to ult pretty much at the start of battle, and you're going to have that extra physical pierce. So then you get 2 more with furniture when we look at it. So that's what we're looking at. Then for the furniture, for 5 seconds after the allied hero grade increases, their buff effects are boosted by an extra 50%. This effect is triggered even if the max grade is already reached. So once again, when we look at that for the allied hero with the highest attack, you're basically getting almost 2 grades instantly, but you're getting those buffs increased by 50%. Then when we look at this one, the number of strikes of damage required for a grade increase is reduced to 21. And a new SSS tier is added. The hero's performance buffs gain extra boost based on the number of enemy heroes the hero has defeated for a maximum increase of 20%, for a minimum increase of 20% and a maximum increase of 60%. So when it says for a minimum increase, to me that would be if they've defeated no enemies, they still get that. But I don't know, so we'll have to see that one as well. There's a few unknowns, but you get it. It's increasing the buffs, which increases the effectiveness of his buffing and the damage, essentially. So let's jump in and take a look at the animations. I have not looked at this dude's animations yet, so I'm keen to see it. Let's see. Let's go. Let's slow it down. Okay, that's a bit weird. All right, let me just exit and bounce back in. All right, let's see. Okay, so that's his evaluation, gets the pen and pad out. Now, I want to see if he whips it out every time an ally does that many hits. So, okay, the field goes around him, so it is pretty reliable to get that field. There's the ult, there's the winds. Okay, there's the ground pound. The ground pound centers around him. So he did get the book out, didn't he? It would be great. It would be great if there was something that indicated what grade the ally had. I want to see him get his book out again. Oh, okay. It does flash up. It does flash up. Okay, mate. No, he only gets his book out for the ultimate animation. He doesn't actually get it out again. But you can see that allied hero, he had the S flash on his head. That's what it is. So you do see it, there's just not a permanent marker. Wait, let me bounce out. We'll put it on 4x speed. So in case you guys were as bad as me and missed it, you can see it. So watch the enemy. Watch this ally. Watch above his head. Watching. Is he going to get it? Or is it too fast for me to see? There it is. S. So we went to S. Dude, I missed A. But you get the gist. That's the way it works. All right, let's jump in. Obviously, these tests are pretty scuffed. So, I mean, you don't want to start him in the front row because he doesn't have that damage mitigation thing at the start because he's got to have his ring up. So, we kind of want to put him in the back row. But we've got literally no tanks in this team. So, let's just do it. Let's do him and Thane. Well, we want to do light bearers, don't we? Yeah, wait, let's do the big dog up here. Yeah, the light bearers. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty quick. I mean, honestly, this isn't something you can really test it in. Not really something you can test it in, but hey, that's what he does. He's got some healing, he's got some damage mitigation, he's got some damage buffing. I can see him being useful in Cursed Realm and just basically bossing in general because we have the longer fights to ramp up. Plus he benefits light bearers, which we've always got Scarlet and Awakened Belinda, who are very prominent there. So I'm keen to see if he drops into the meta in those positions or if he just falls by the wayside. I honestly am not too sure. I'm just not 100% sure. You guys let me know your thoughts and we will find out. I'll keep watching to see how he goes in the ladders. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.